Question 11. What are the advantages to the banks? Answer. Banks handling ECS get freed of paper handling. Paper handling also creates lot of pressure on banks as they have to encode the instruments, present them in clearing, monitor their return and follow up with the concerned bank and customers. In ECS, banks simply get the payment particulars relating to their customers. All they need to do is to match the account particulars like name, AC number and credit the proceeds. Wherever the details do not match, they have to return it back as per the procedure. Question 12. How can the customer track down these payments? Answer. Banks have been advised to ensure that the passbooks/statements given to the customers reflect the particulars of the transaction provided by the ECS users. Customers can match these entries with the advice received by them from the payment institution. Question 13. Is it necessary for the corporate/institutions to collect mandate from the investors? Answer. Yes. A model mandate form has been prescribed for the purpose. Payment processing by banks becomes easier once the database is prepared. SEBI has also issued guidelines to investors to furnish their account numbers in their share applications for printing the same on the interest/dividend warrants. Collecting the account particulars and mandates may not pose much problem. Question 14. What is ECS debit scheme? Answer. It is a scheme under which an account holder with a bank can authorize an ECS user to recover an amount at a prescribed frequency by raising a debit in his account. The ECS user has to collect an authorization which is called ECS mandate for raising such debits. These mandates have to be endorsed by the bank branch maintaining the account. Question 15. How does the scheme work? Answer. Any ECS user desirous of participating in the scheme has to register with an approved clearinghouse. The list of approved clearinghouses is available at RBI website www.rbi.org.in. He should also collect the mandate forms from the participating destination account holders with bank's acknowledgement. A copy of the mandate should be available with the Draw A Bank. The ECS user has to submit the data in specified form through the sponsor bank to the clearinghouse. The clearinghouse would pass on the debit to the destination account holder through the clearing system and credit the sponsor bank's account for onward crediting the ECS user. All the unprocessed debits have to be returned to the sponsor bank within the time frame specified. Banks will treat the electronic instructions received through the clearing system on par with the physical checks. Question 16. Which are the institutions eligible to participate in the ECS debit scheme? Answer. Utility service providers such as telephone companies, electricity supplying companies, electricity boards, credit card collections, collection of loan installments by banks and financial institutions, and investment schemes of mutual funds, etc. Question 17. Can the mandate given once be withdrawn or stopped? Answer. Yes. The mandate given is on par with a check issued by a customer. The only stipulation under the scheme is that the customer has to give prior notice to the ECS user to ensure that they do not include the debits. Question 18. Can the customer stipulate any maximum debit, purpose or validity period for the mandate? Answer. Yes. It is left to the choice of the individual customer and the ECS user to finalize these aspects. The mandate can contain a maximum ceiling. It can also specify the purpose as also a validity period. Question 19. What is the current coverage of the scheme? Answer. At present the scheme is in operation at 15 RBI centers, i.e. centers where RBI manages the clearinghouse operations, and at other centers where public sector banks manage the clearing operations. The list of centers is available at the RBI website under the procedural guidelines. Question 20. Processing charges on individual transactions? Answer. RBI has deregulated the service charges that could be levied by sponsored banks. RBI has waived the processing charges levied by RBI and other banks managing the clearinghouses till March 2008.